Hi guys, welcome back to my YouTube channel. I know it's been a while, and in today's video we'll be doing packet tracer 11.9.3. As you can see, completion is at 0%. My goal is to get you at 100% by the end of the video. So you have your addressing table, objectives, background, and instructions, things you have to read through. And in today's video, in your addressing tables, we are not given any IP addresses or subnet mask or default gateways, but what we are given is this network address that will help you begin with everything. You will have your number of hosts, and they will tell you where to put which address. So if you get a little confused, in my previous video I have explained everything on how to calculate your IP addresses, how to work out your next addresses. But if you have any more questions, you can ask and I'll do a separate video doing everything step by step. But for this video, you must be able to calculate your IP addresses, so we'll just jump right into it. Okay, so once you filled in the table, I will not fill it in again. If you're confused, you just have to go into my previous video. So we'll start with remote site 1. Just click on it, and let me just top it there for you and move this a bit. Right, so click enter, enable. Again, I like to shortcut things. You can write the full word enable. I'll just write en and config T. Right, so we will start with our interfaces. Right, all this video needs you to do is to be able to calculate your IP addresses, subnet mask, and default gateway, and how to identify them, basically, so that's what I'll be doing. That's all you need to fill in basically in these. So we're going to start with the first interface on remote site 1, which is interface gigabit ethernet 00. Once you have that, you have IP address, and according to my findings, the IP address for this one is 192.168.72.129, and my subnet mask is 255.255.255 and 240. See, already it is counting on my completion. So now that we have our IP address, remember to turn it on, so no shutdown. And we are finished with the first interface in the first remote site. Okay, now we go to the second interface, which is interface G01. So int G01, our IP address, and according to me, the IP address is, according to my calculation, sorry, my IP address is 192.168.72.97, and my subnet mask, sorry, is 255.255.224. Again, you have to turn it on, so no shutdown. Sorry, that was a spelling error. Remember to spell everything correctly, guys. Okay, there we go. And now we're left with the final interface, which is serial 000. So int serial 000 and IP address. Sorry. IP address, according to my calculations, again, is 192.168.72 and 145. And my subnet mask is 255.255.255.252. And again, we switch this one on. No shutdown. And that's it. For remote site 1, we have completed our IP address, subnet mask, and as you can see on the table, we will not have any default gateways. Okay, so now that we're done, we move on to remote site 2, to which you will notice it is closed. Okay, so now we'll be moving on to our switches. So now that we are moving to our switches, you will notice that switch 1 is locked, as well as switch 2, which means we will move on to switch 3. Again, let me just top that for you and move it a bit. Okay, that looks good enough. Enter, again, enable, and config T. Right, so now here we will have, let me just go back onto the table for you. For switches, we will need an IP address, a subnet mask, and a default gateway, which is what we didn't have for the remote site. Okay, so in VLAN 1, that is our interface. Do not forget, our interface is shown right here. And our IP address, for me, what I've calculated is 192.168.72.66. Yes, and subnet mask was 255.255.255.224. Okay, and again, no shutdown. And remember, we need a default gateway. So IP default, sorry, that doesn't spell, default gateway. And for my default gateway, I have 192.168.72.65. And remember, default gateways do not have a subnet mask, so you just press enter and you're done for switch 3. Now we move on to the next switch, which in this case is switch 4. Okay, in this case it is also locked, and so we will move on to our PCs. Move on to PC 1, which is locked, PC 2, which is also locked, sorry, and PC 3, which is locked. So I'm assuming PC 4 should we open? Okay, yes, PC 4 is open. So all we need to do again is put our IP address. And for my 4th PC, when I look at my table, my IP address is 192.168.72 and .62. I hope that's correct. Let me just move this for you. Right. And my subnet mask is 255.255.255.192. And default gateway, my default gateway is 192. Again, in my previous videos, I have shown you how to find your default gateway. Okay, so 192.168.72.1. Right, there you have it. So we've completed our packet tracer. Again, I have gotten you to 100%, which is my goal. I'll see you guys in my next video. Remember to subscribe, comment, and like the videos. And good day and God bless.